No retweets for Twitter. Monthly user growth in the company's latest quarter was disappointing, and revenue growth was the slowest since going public. That, along with a weak outlook, pressured shares. Julia Boorstin takes a look at why Twitter is tumbling.
Not only did Twitter's revenue in the fourth quarter fall short of expectations, the company's earnings forecast for the first quarter of this year was about half what analysts projected. And Twitter added only 2 million monthly active users in the quarter, just half the monthly user additions of the prior quarter.
The real negative to point out, and what they were very upfront about, is they're seeing much more competitive pressure for video ad dollars, and they listed all the other social media networks. That problem is probably going to intensify.
But CEO Jack Dorsey said all the changes to Twitter's product are working, with the third consecutive quarter of double-digit percentage growth in daily users and their engagement. And he says he's confident the company will be able to keep up that user growth. Dorsey says this year the company will focus on turning around its revenue. And while President Trump makes headlines for his use of Twitter, that's not having an impact on usage or revenue yet. But Dorsey says he's more confident than ever that Twitter is growing in its influence.
The whole world is watching Twitter. While we may not be meeting everyone's growth expectations, there's one thing that continues to grow and outpace our peers: Twitter's influence and impact.
But Dorsey's dual CEO roles at Twitter and at Square drew criticism from former Microsoft CEO and Twitter shareholder Steve Ballmer.
He started two amazing companies. Who can do that? That's very tough. Both Twitter and Square, and I give him credit for that. I think now's the time for him to focus down, at least from my perspective, on the stock I own.
When asked on the earnings call if he can continue running Twitter and Square, Dorsey said he has the management team in place to continue running both companies. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Julia Boorstin in Los Angeles.